Hi, welcome back to Marty and Avrum, the
Food the guys.
There we go.
You don't have to fool the guys. The woman said to me, "You are the fool the guys. Fool the guys."
You know, it's funny how Jews want to be Italian,
Yeah, the
Italian want to be
and the
Jews.
go, "Oh, yeah. You're those Jewish boys. I watched you about 20 years ago.
And I didn't care for you then.
I didn't like you then. I don't like you now. You're too noisy. You're too loud. And that, you wear those crazy clothing. And we're not going to talk about the stain on your shirt.
But I do like your shirt, by the
We're
way.
not going to talk about the stain.
Yeah, very good.
We're not going to let the public know.
I was hoping our producer would point it out. Alas,
We're going to talk to
that wasn't the case.
I don't see any stain.
Yeah, right, thank you. Anyway, so Marty and I are very delighted to be at Le Jardin,
Yes.
which is a banquet hall up in northern, I'm going to say Canada, northern Toronto, and it's beautiful here. All one has to do is look at the frescoes and the design that's gone into it. And the founder of this and the designer and the one who made it run and now his children do is our very dear friend Carlo. Carlo, of course, we're joined also by Teresa Greco,
Yes.
who has spoken to us beautifully, eloquently, articulately about happiness, which is something that people don't talk enough about.
Yes.
Now, Carlo, Marty and I speak about you often because you've been so kind to us. And one of the things that we say about you is that you seem like an authentically happy person.
Yeah.
Do you think that's accurate?
Yeah, it's accurate. And actually, I was told by my mom that my grandfather would see me wake up in the crib and just be laughing and smiling. She goes, he's like, I've never seen a kid wake up in the morning and not cry. And this guy's laughing in the morning. So now, saying that, is that something we're given? Because if I had it as a baby, or is it something we earn and learn and appreciate? So I don't know how to answer whether it's DNA or whether it's learned. You know how they
Teresa
always,
believes that we're born with it, correct?
That's right.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Our spiritual self is.
Oh, yes.
Is happy.
Yes.
And when we're children, we're very connected to that spiritual self.
Yes.
It's as we get older, then the world goes and says, there's no spiritual self. It's only physical, mental, emotional. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah. And to me, the sadness is people just misinterpreting, I believe, because if you're on this roller coaster ride, as we are, and you're going up and down all the time, are you sad? You know you're not going to die on that roller coaster. You could. So are you scared? Are there sad things happening in your life? Or is it just a temporary way to see certain things through some colored glass? But sadness, in my opinion, doesn't really exist. It's
What do you do when your uncle dies?
I was just
Oh,
going to say,
oh my God! You're talking to the wrong guy. I love that. I can't wait. I hope I die when I'm 100 years old. I love it. Oh my God! Open that door. When you guys were talking about closing doors means rebirth to another. Oh my God! It's the best thing.
Are you on the novel?
I love.
Yeah, but you
love.
want to go at 100.
I want to go to 100.
That's the key.
Yeah,
right
I want to go to
there.
100.
I don't want to go tomorrow.
You want to end before the ride? I want to do the full ride. I want the extended version at Disneyland. I want to,
That's the key part.
That's
that
the
you
key
want to
part.
experience.
But it
everything
doesn't
you
even
can.
matter when, where. And only people cry because you're sad for the people who are missing them, not realizing how blessed they are, and life continues. Come on, you're only here for a second. 100 years is nothing. You don't want to live for 1,000. I think if you read in the Bible, people were living forever, and I think somehow they figured out how long we should live, because 1,000 years is darn too much.
It's a lot.
10 is not enough. There's a child, So what is the right number? And I think that is it 120 they say in the
Yes,
Bible?
120.
And they say 120 is the real life expectancy of a human. That's we expire at 120 without disease and all
And the
that.
blues
So how does the Bible match the thing? That's kind of strange.
but were your parents happy?
Yeah,
Is
were
it
they?
inherent that
Good question.
because your parents are happy, you're happy? Or when your parents are sad, are you sad?
Sometimes you look at sad parents, and the kid is like, sorry, we'll come back to it in a sec. Were your parents happy?
I think they were happy. Mostly happy. They argued sometimes, sure.
But they were happy.
Yeah.
Were your parents, were they happy?
Yes, yeah. My mother was always.
Well, we know your mom. She's a happy
She's like,
woman.
oh yeah, she's like, step out of, shut up, who cares? Oh my God, jeez, just talk to you that kind of way. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Were your parents happy, Albert?
I question whether they were or not. I think that they had a lot of purpose and meaning in their life.
Right.
My father was a rabbi, therefore my mother was a rebbitzin, Jewish leaders. And they did a lot of beautiful things in life. I hear testimonials to this day about what my parents accomplished. So I'm going to say that happiness is synonymous with meaning. Would that be correct?
Yes, it
Right,
is,
right?
it is, yeah,
So,
and purpose.
so they had a lot of purpose and meaning. They're like,
Yeah.
were they happy? They were from a very difficult generation.
Right.
They saw so
The
much.
concentration camp.
Yeah, so much. So happiness was a tad elusive.
Right. But I can't believe that Carlo says you've always been happy. I mean,
Yeah, that's
even
amazing.
that's, I don't understand how does that work?
It's you fight. You don't get sad. Something happens. You're not gonna sulk and do nothing about it. You're gonna get up and go, what the heck just happened?
Yeah.
What, are you sad and do nothing? No, we're not here for that. We're here to fight. I was just telling Teresa that I had some experiences and I realized I gotta fight back. I gotta stop being Mr. Nice Guy. So why no sad? No sad. Action. I almost drowned once. I was on my honeymoon. I was 24 years old. I'm a great swimmer. Went into Acapulco, largest waves. No one was allowed to swim. I just dove into the wave and I was drowning. I couldn't get up. I was in the water. And I actually said, I kept swimming. I kept hitting the ground. I was in an undertow. I just kept hitting the ground. I go, okay, well, this ain't gonna work. I've got like maybe a minute left of air. And I just stopped. I said, I'm gonna have a board meeting with myself. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not gonna panic. What do I do? Oh, let me put myself with the ball. Buoyancy will bring me up. And it brought me that way. I trusted it. Saved. Calm, fight, no sadness.
What about your
No
children? Have you passed that on to them?
Yeah, they're
Are
strong.
they chilled?
They're chill. They're fighters. Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
very good.
Yes. Yes.
Which is what you want for your
yes.
children.
Right.
Exactly.
Want to pass it on.
Yeah.
Did you pass that on to your children?
My happiness?
Yes.
Happiness is a gift that you give to yourself, but it is also a gift you give to the world.
Yes, yes.
So because everything is energy, your energy is contagious.
Yes.
And it does. It's like, when you're in that room and you see that dark cloud, that person that's coming in, it's
Yeah,
like
you can feel it. Yeah, you see it.
feel
Yeah,
it.
you see it.
And then there's those other people that come in, you're like, whoa, like who is that,
Yes.
right? And they light
Yeah.
up the space.
Yeah.
That is energy. And so I know that when I work on my happiness, it helps everyone around me. So there is this beautiful peace, love, and harmony in my home. And so if anything, it motivates me to continue to work on my happiness because, as we said before, your external environment
Yes.
is always a reflection of your internal
And
one.
you see the results.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
We've
very
got
good.
so much more on happiness, and this is the time to listen to the show and watch the show because I'm having questions answered, and that there's lots of hope, and maybe some of the steps that Teresa is telling us, or some of the things that we can look inside ourselves. And I think we do look outside ourselves to find the joy, the happiness, or the approval, or the acceptance. But we got a lot more, and we hope that you share this with your friends and tell people we are not only the food guys, we're the therapy guys too. And it's Marty and Avrum.
The happy guys.
We're the happy
The
guys.
happy guys, yeah.